Hello, my name is Angelina QJY. First of all, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. I'm just doing this Global Insight public account to inspire more people. That's my whole purpose, and I really want to say thank you for your support. Today, I have a very special guest coming here to have a short conversation with me, and his name is Simon Abbe. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Bonsoir madame, comment allez-vous?
Je vais bien, et toi?
Ah, très bien, très bien.
C'est bon. Maybe we should do this in English because I don't speak French good enough anyway. Yeah, it's so good that you could come here to join, my conversation and help me with this project. So can you tell me some more about yourself? Because people only know briefly about you. They don't.
Yes, my name is Simon Abbe. I'm from Cameroon and I'm an artist. I'm doing a lot of stuff, music, dance, and I'm also the founder of Abbe Dance Company, a company that is working between Cameroon, French, and China.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So I want to know is can you tell me more about your childhood, your parents, what your parents do, how you got introduced to dancing?
Oh yes, I was born in Cameroon. Actually, it's been a long time. 83, October 29. But my father was from a town called Obala. My mother is from Sa, it's a village in Cameroon. And I was born in Yaounde. Yaounde, that is the capital. And yes, I was, and I go to school there in Yaounde. And it take quite a long time in school. And in 2000, in 1999, we formed a group in Cameroon called Black Star. It was a group of hip hop. And yes, and from that it was like a full-time best crew of country. We won like a full cup. And then with time, I continued to do a few things with this group. And yes, this is what happened actually.
Okay, so your parents don't do dancing, so...
No, my parents, they don't. In the beginning, my parents don't care about this. They even think it's not good thing. No, go back home and say, I found I want to become a dancer. They say, what is that? What are you talking about? Are you crazy?
So they ever thought about you being like a professional person going to college? They expect you to do good in school and get a career path, typical career path?
Like every parent, they were most think about my baby, my son will be doing this thing tomorrow, he will be a president or minister, a doctor, something like that. But really earlier, I was really into impact with art by watching TV with people like Michael Jackson, people like Johnny Cash, people like James Brown, Richard, a good musician, and I was quite interested with those things, and I was involved in. I have a dreams finally to become a dancer. But in the beginning, I was studying at school and doing dance just for fun.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's in 2002 that I started of maybe becoming a professional, because when we won a lot of cup with my group Black Star, Cameroon hip hop group, and I said that this is actually a good thing. I love to do things, and I'm taking pleasure with it. It's a pleasure for me to do this thing. Why will I not continue doing that? But in Cameroon, the infrastructure and the global situation is quite complicated for dancer to make a living and to have to fulfill their dreams. So it's quite complicated.
So I also heard that you have a music group in France. You are not just only a choreographer; you also do music, right?
Yes, we have a band that we created in 2009. Me and my friend called Stéphane Thibault, the group called Ave Music, and we're doing. We are now preparing in album that will come soon out, and we have 2 singles already in the market, and we did a lot of festival in French, in the Swiss, and doing a lot of things like that. Yes, we make also composing music.
So yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. And so you did your primary school, middle school, high school entirely in Yaounde?
Yes, and in a small town also called Edea. So I spent a few years, like 4 years in Edea.
Okay. So did you learn to speak English in school or later by yourself?
No, I learned by myself because Yaounde is mostly francophone part. Actually, we speak most French. But actually you have also English. At the same time you can learn English, but most time when we grow up we choose to speak French or a kind of English called pidgin. Pidgin is a mix of French and some English words that we put together and so easily we can speak we can introduce ourselves with English. But yes, it's quite late that I started by my own studying English actually. When I started traveling, I was obliged to learn how to speak English.
That's cool. It seems like you started your career in Yaounde, but you made it bigger in Paris, right? So would you like to talk more about how you got into Paris and how you left your country, everything?
Yes, actually, like in 2005, 2006, I had a chance to be in National Ballet of Cameroon because there was a cooperation between China and Cameroon to renew National Ballet. So 2 choreographers from China came to Cameroon, was Nasser and Jiaye, and they come make a kind of casting. In this casting, I was inside 20 people that they choose. I was one of those 20, and I studied National Ballet for 3 years. And finally, the Minister of Culture wanted me to continue with National Ballet, and I continued with them. But when the contrast between China and Cameroon, yes, China is a good country. It's a good country for a lot of reasons. First, because government of country are working for country, and they give quite a lot of possibility by the organization of full country. Actually, and I think there's a lot of possibility also in China. Actually. In art, yes, some possibility. I think there's kind of need of give more independent artists the possibility to create.
It looks like you got some really good insights about even the global situation and what's going on in different countries. It seems like you travel a lot and you really study a lot. You are a choreographer, and I assume you spend most of your years on practicing dancing and creating arts probably. So did you self-teach yourself a lot of things about politics and culture and many different things, and it seems like you really have a lot of passion about many different things besides just choreography?
Yes, actually the work of company is really about asking finding a kind of answer way of how society can be better, how people can live better. And as a choreographer or artist, because I also do music, a good artist is obliged actually to have an understanding of an area of where it's working. You're creating things if you don't understand the mind and the way of thinking and the global super organism of a society where you live in. It's quite complicated to create things that will be interesting for them. This is one point. And the second point is that I had a chance to travel a lot. When you work with the government, like I was working in National Ballet of Cameroon, so I travel a lot. And by the situation of my country, because Cameroon is quite in very difficult condition in different ways that I will not take time to explain. And by also the most point is that lack of understanding of our history pushed me to go to find the answer, and by looking for this answer, I stopped a lot of things like Chinese history, Cameroon history, French history, American history. And now we are also in the kind of society that is globalization. And so I'm obliged to have a kind of full understanding, even if I do not understand just a few things, understand, but you have to put a deep look and a kind of opening yourself everything that's going wrong, so that when you go to work in one country, situation will not be in here, you're talking here, you have to speak. Even you want to create something here, but you have to be in relationship with what is happening.
Oh, yeah.
This and
go on different, different countries and see what's going on in the world, and have this passion for different things and have the insights to think.
Because this is our
make the world better, right?
This is our home. This is our only home. For the moment, we don't have another home. The earth is our home. This planet is our only home. So it's important to have a full understanding, and to by having this full understanding of a few things. When I say full, doesn't mean we understand everything. Global understanding of situation will change. I will not look at a Chinese girl like I know that the Chinese girl is my sister directly, because I know that in a few years, a few thousand years ago, she lived from Africa, or she close to the way that they make to arrive in China and to view the civilization in China. But I know that Chinese girls, it's an African girls.
Yeah.
But in the time, become a Chinese girl.
That's how we should think, right?
It's
if everybody thinks like this, then there will be so much less discrimination and prejudice in the world.
But this is actually the reality. People who have a lesser understanding, they know. They know that, voilà, parle de l'État, we say in French, parle de l'État, or how the Homo sapiens sapiens, how they go out to arrive in China and from Africa to China.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
and we are actually all related to each other. That's pretty simple. Okay, so the time is almost up, and before we finish, I want to say thank you for your attention. And today we invited Mr. Simon Abbe. He gave us such a good introduction about his life experience, and also told us so much about his views about different things and his insights, his good ideas about different things. I hope those could be helpful for everyone who's watching, could be helpful for your future decision, for your envisioning in life, everything. And I really want to say thank you for watching this show, and in the future I might be able to share even more interesting stuff with you. And goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ciao, ciao.